Like the fluidity of water, I was always moving between people and situations, never settling, changing from one state of mind to another, just as water changes from a solid to a liquid to gas. I could never settle for one state. I wanted to be available to everyone at one time. Like the hunter, I used to be lost and needed to seek direction from those who were wiser than me. Sometimes I used to think that I would not be able to complete the task and I would be left in a confused and frustrated state. Sometimes I felt taken advantage of by others. Like in the marriage of Gawain and Ragnar, I had to understand that sometimes I needed to humble myself. At the moment, it may have seemed as if people were trying to take advantage of me, but sometimes they're just trying to help me. In the end, it was exactly what I needed. After humbling myself, I realized I couldn't do it all alone. That is when I rededicated my life to God and realized how much I needed Him in my life. This became my mature masculine. It guides me in life, and it's my source of direction. With this, my character began to change. I became more assertive and stood up for what I believed in. I wasn't too insecure, and I wasn't too prideful. But with this came strife. I had a past life and friends who knew the old me. I wasn't sure how to juggle both lives. I was torn in between my old life and my new life. I thought I would know how to handle it, but instead I made a mess of it, and I didn't love my old friends the way I should have. I knew I could have incorporated them into my new life, but I didn't, and things fell apart fast between us. I had to make a decision whether or not I wanted to run back to that old life and possibly forfeit the destiny God has for me, or continue on this new path and let God figure things out for me. I decided on the latter. This is just like the story of Psyche and Eros, where Psyche had to decide to make a change in herself and figure out what it is that she wanted. She had to figure out what was truth to her and what was important to her. Eventually, she made the decision and let the past go, as did I. For me, it took a lot of strength and courage, but with the help of my church family, I knew it would be okay. To make it official, I decided to get water baptized at my church. Baptism symbolizes cutting off the old person and emerging as a new person. It kind of was like a second chance at life. It gave me a clarity I never had before. In the water of life, the Father was given a second chance of life when he drank the water and became well. I was able to see clearly and realize that in this new journey, the second chance of life I had been given, I had to make the most of it. I knew I had to use the community that I was put in, and I had to learn to trust them, choosing to love them, and no matter how tough things got, to push and to persevere. It reminded me of the Bible verse in Romans chapter 5, verse 3 to 4. It says, "We also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope." All these together have shaped me into who I am today and are giving me a hope I never knew and a destiny I had never imagined for myself. These things have impacted me and formed me into who I am, and it's forming me into who I know I'm going to be. It has given me the strength and the encouragement to do what it is that I wanted to do, and to open a number of shelters out there for those who don't know where they're going in life, and to give them that possibility of a new hope.